time for a truce. There's only time for truth. No room for fair or regular cares. Stand clear of civilian affairs. Hold up, soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. I'm a soldier. Boy, I told ya, I hold the scriptures like you hold chips on your shoulder. Biblical clips, better load up. The snare and the drums go snap. The lyrical tongue cocks back. The air in my lungs flows, and that's enough to spark a revolution. Man, listen, my music is ammunition. I march to the tune of a man smitten, was slain as a lamb, yet he stands risen, just as it was written. My orders are to cross borders, living waters in my canteen as my camp screams for the God we love, even though we can't see him. My passions, down to the name brands on my fashions, have to pass him. I only live off what my captain rations.
Welcome to the front line, streets and corners. The chief want us to beat is tremendous when you're locked deep in the trenches. There's a war going on outside, and it's real. Flesh versus spirit, I don't flex to appeal. Use the text to reveal what comes next. If you reject, then I seal conversation with praying and step, cause what I feel is really not the deal. The issue is your soul as a soldier. I must remain sober and in control. I gotta stay focused like a scope does, and hope what I wrote just clear the smoke up. Hey y'all, I'm never AWOL. I wouldn't dare stop work to start building in civilian affairs.
On to the truth, me and all my troops. No time for a truce, there's only time for truth. No room for fair or regular cares. Stand clear of civilian affairs. Hold up, soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute.
Ever since I've been sworn in, born in, put through boot camp, it's on. Ain't got no time for no nuisance. It's 3 squares a day. PT, study, pray, little play. Cause what soldier got time for blase? Especially when Yahweh is bringing D-Day without M16, rocket launcher, or AK. Cause this ain't Vietnam. The enemy's more vicious than the Viet Cong, and think delicious are being bombed. Who die outside of service, deserters, conscientious perverters. We stand as alerters, hoping this is making you nervous. Well, if you ain't a procrastinator, fight Satan's invaders. Get your fist in the air and march to this cage.
Cram 10 jams in a week, so I'm weak, but I'm planting my feet. Planning to speak about Commander-in-Chief. He's a lamb and a beast. King and God, man of the streets. Stand of the peace, but not a man that is weak. He's glorious, infinity and no, he's victorious. Elder Boris, a warrior, and he orders us not to trust in swords and stuff, or store up and hoard stuff that is sure to rust. Don't get it twisted, he'll get a misfit when others wouldn't risk it. Teach him diplomatics like a good version of Dipset. Glorium in Christ, so his everyday life is sifted. Stick with the reasons we got enlisted.
And all my troops, no time for a truce, there's only time for truth. No room for fair or regular cares. Stand clear of civilian affairs. Hold up, soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. On to the truth, me and all my troops. No time for a truce, there's only time for truth. No room for fair or regular cares. Stand clear of civilian affairs. Hold up, soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Soldier. Salute if you're going up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute. Throw it up. Salute.
Bloodshed. You haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're afraid to bleed. I saw if you're afraid to bleed. Long as the white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. But when it comes time to seeing your own churches being bombed and little black girls murdered, you haven't got no blood. You bleed when the white man says bleed. You bite when the white man says bite. And you bark when the white man says bark. I hate to say this about us, but it's true. How you going to be nonviolent in Mississippi as violent as you were in Korea? How can you justify being nonviolent in Mississippi and Alabama when your churches are being bombed and your little girls are being murdered, and at the same time you're going to get violent with Hitler and Tojo and somebody else that you don't even know? If violence is wrong in America, violence is wrong abroad. If it's wrong to be violent, defending black women and black children and black babies and black men, then it's wrong for America to draft us and make us violent abroad in defense of her. And if it is right for America to draft us and teach us how to be violent in defense of her, then it is right for you and me to do whatever is necessary to defend our own people right here in this country.
No lies detected. Boy, we've been donating blood since we've been here. Voluntary and involuntary. We've been donating blood. No matter how much blood they get out of us, it's unappreciated. They are unworthy to receive any more blood donations from us. Our blood is for our people. All right? Let me get on into it without further ado. All right, let me see here. Hold on. All right, let me see here. Y'all should be able to see that. Okay. All right. Shalom, DSB, my brother. I can't say I serve. I tried every branch. They gave me. They said no. The Most High didn't want me in. He didn't want me in their military. They had just changed the law in the Army when I got out of prison. They had just changed the law, and the doggone the recruiter, he was kind of disappointed. But anyway, Shalom, DSB. You take what you learn and educate those around you, just like the white supremacists do, just like they do. That's how that works. Me, I would say, first off, if you got a don't join. But I know everybody ain't gonna, people got their own mind. But if you do, know that you are surrounded by your enemies. You are surrounded by domestic enemies. How you know when you go off to war that you are surrounded by domestic enemies? Because when you get back here, they want some more blood. That's how you know. Let me get into it. Shalom, Yahuwah's Kingdom. Let me get back into it. Hold on here. Let me see here. Okay, military history. They love saying Negroes are scared, don't they? Maybe they say Negroes are scared because they scared of Negroes. Reverse psychology. All right, now, let me preface this, disclaimer this. Bow the Most High first. The word first, spiritual first. Okay? But it is all throughout the Bible that the Most High allowed us to protect us and our nation. He didn't send Europeans to protect us. He didn't send the Chinese to protect us. He didn't send the Hamites to protect us. He sent us to protect us. Remember the Bible verse. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. What's going on here? Okay. Negroes running around here worried about going to doggone jail. You might not live to see jail. What you worried about? See, you study that Bible and you study warfare. What if you really love and respect your people as yourself, then why is you worried about them killing you? The truth of the matter is, they can kill you when they get ready. I'm sorry, going to send a drone strike right here, right now. What? So once you understand that at any day, any time, any hour, any second, any minute, these heathens can come and end your life. It's been here since before we got here. Once you begin to walk in that truth, you stop worrying about death. The Most High has not given us a spirit of fear. Now, the only fear anyone should have is of the Most High. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. That's the beginning of wisdom, the fear of the Most High. Why are you scared of these folks? Anyway, let me keep going. Let me see here. Okay, yeah. All right, right here. Isaiah 2:4. And he shall judge among the nation and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords in the plowshares. How come them folks over there in Israel how come they ain't beat their swords, their weapons, in the stuff to farm with? Huh? And their spears in the pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation. Why is everybody still fighting if the original people is at home, according to the scripture? Why is everybody fighting? Huh? Neither shall they learn war anymore. Okay, until this happens, school is in session and you are not dismissed. How I know you're not dismissed? Because you can ignore this if you want to. You still might fall from an act of war. Poison water, act of war. You go to the hospital and the doctor decides he want to kill you, act of war. Okay, race soldiers, police get behind you and snuff you out. Act of war. So you can ignore it all you want to. That's your choice. But until this happens, you're going to have to learn war. Everybody is not called to fight. But if the beast is making war against the saints, and the saints are the chosen of the Most High, I take that back. Everybody is called to fight. Both spiritual. Everybody's definitely called to fight spiritual. Because the spirits control the minds of these heathens. But you still have to learn war to evade the tactics. Now, if I know they poison the water supply, then I know I need to make countermeasures to avert the death of what they're attacking me with, the poison water, right? In order for me to avoid the poison water, I have to learn of the tactical warfare that they've weaponized against me so I can avoid it. You can sit back and ignore all the pollution and all, you can do that. In order for you to avoid it, you got to know about it, all right? But anyway, now let me see here. Let me see which way I want to go. Now, how many of y'all knew that the slaves did the first Memorial Day? They just renamed it. That's what the colonizers do. They take over and rename stuff. How many of y'all are aware? Give me one in the chat if you knew the first Memorial Day, it wasn't called Memorial Day, I think it was Decoration Day, was enacted by the slaves. Let me get a one. And if you didn't know, just put a 0 up there. So I can see you with my binoculars. Y'all can, okay, go. Don't be afraid to engage. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, y'all can see that. One of the earliest memorial ceremonies was held by free African Americans. Okay. Now you see, this is the History Channel. I watched this little video. If you just watch the video, they're gonna leave out the black folks, but you have to do a little read. You know, Negroes ain't too keen on read. I used to be one of them. Okay, but yeah, that just opened up a deeper level of perception and thinking. Though reading is actually thoughts on paper. Okay, now let me see here. Yeah, it is, Brother Sly. I scrolled back up there because I saw you. All right. Memorial Day was born out of necessity. After the Civil War, a battered United Snakes was faced with the task of burying and honoring 6,000 to 800,000 Union and Confederate soldiers. Now, I read somewhere they put all of them in one grave, and the black folks separated every soldier. The government put everybody in one big hole. Now I read somewhere. I didn't go into. I didn't look it up today because I like to show everything I say. But think about it. What do they do in wartime? They put everybody in one big hole. All right. Now. All right. Confederate soldiers who had died in the single bloodiest military conflict in American history. The first national commemoration of Memorial Day was held in Arlington National Cemetery on May 30, 1868. That was federal. All right. Where both Union and Confederate soldiers are buried. Several towns and cities across America claim to have observed their own earlier versions of Memorial Day or Decoration Day as early as 1866. They're going to debunk that. The earlier name is derived from the fact that decorating graves was and remained a central activity of Memorial Day. But it wasn't until a remarkable discovery in the dusty Harvard University archive. I went on Harvard University slave voyages and saw the captain's log where we had Hebrew names. Now they done rearranged it so much, it's hard to find them names. I guess too many people were pointing it out. But nevertheless, archived the late 1990s, that historians learned about Memorial Day commemoration organized by a group of black people freed from enslavement less than a month after the Confederates surrendered in 1850. So we went to work right after the war was over. Burying the dead, burying the soldiers. We went to work right after, but they tell you Negroes is lazy. If you listen to your enemy, you're going to always stay in neutral or reverse. Because you ain't going forward. If you keep believing your enemy, you're going to be in neutral or reverse. That's why I tell you, check everything I put out. Because number one, I make mistakes. Number two, I don't want to teach lies. Number three, if I teach lies, the Most High, I'm going to have to answer for that. I don't want no blood on my hands, voluntary or involuntary, unless it's warfare. Okay? I had to do what I got to do, doggone it. But anyway, that historian learned that Memorial Day commemoration organized by a group of black freed enslaved less than a month after the Confederacy in 1865. So they can quit trying to get. They always try to take credit. What? See, this is what they do. I noticed. I was driving today. I noticed they erased us off of everything. History. They erased us off of everything, and then these aggressions of war where they erase us off the earth. See, you take a group of people, a whole nationality of people, the original people, the Israelites that the scripture describes. You take them and you give them another name, you erase them out the history books, then you try to erase them off the earth, then you try to indoctrinate them into thinking that you are an American, you a Brit, you an Australian, or whatever it is, anything than who you are. Then they start erasing you completely. Okay, now, several towns across America claim to observe their own earlier version, but I read that, didn't I? But yeah, there it is. Let me see. Let me show you. Now, I watched this video one time, and I didn't hear not one mention of freed slaves. They see, I'm just telling you, this is what these people do. They everybody. They the doggone biblical Israelites. They the doggone Egyptians. They the doggone Aboriginals in Australia. They the Native American. These people is everybody. What does that tell you? They colonize identities. They the Arabs. They are the original people. This is what these folks do. So it falls right in line. I'm gonna play this and see. Now I'm gonna see. Now I watched it one time. I didn't hear no mention of no slave.
It's the 3-day weekend that officially kicks off the summer season. A time for hanging at the beach, barbecuing, even catching a few laps of the Indy 500. But Memorial Day is also the most solemn American holiday, a day to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice while defending their nation. The Civil War, America's bloodiest chapter. Over 600,000 soldiers killed in action. Almost every community
Now I didn't see no Negroes in there. I'm just
in every state suffered the loss of young men. As the war came to an end, mourners in both northern and southern states began placing flags and flowers on the graves of fallen soldiers. The town of Waterloo, New York is officially credited with starting the holiday. On May 5th, 1866, its citizens closed their shops and businesses.
see that. I just showed you they were talking about 1865, and they went straight to 1866, where the Europeans began colonizing and rebranding. Now let me wind it back. They can't give us nothing, y'all. Nothing.
New York is officially credited with starting the holiday. On May 5th, 1866, its citizens closed their shops and businesses so that everyone could decorate the graves of the men killed during the war. Then an old war general had an idea. John A. Logan was the leader of the Union Veteran Association. He spearheaded an effort to unite all the decoration services into one national holiday, designating May 30th as Decoration Day. On the first National Decoration Day, 1868, 5,000 war widows, orphans, and other mourners gathered at Arlington National Cemetery. They placed flowers and ribbons on the 20,000 graves.
I ain't heard no mention about our ancestors. I ain't heard no mention. They throw a black picture in there, but I ain't heard nothing about us.
Of both Union and Confederate soldiers. Two future presidents and fellow Union veterans, Ulysses Grant and James A. Garfield, attended the ceremony. Throughout the 19th century, Decoration Day grew. Ceremonies were held in major Civil War battlefields like Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and Antietam Field in Maryland. By the end of the century, the holiday was renamed Memorial Day. But war wounds ran deep. Most southern states refused to commemorate a holiday they regarded as honoring Union soldiers. So each...
Now, the Confederates refused to recognize a holiday that they saw as observing Union soldiers. But we supposed to put a hand over our heart and say, God bless America. Huh? Y'all peep the plot now. Peep the plot.
Southern states refused to commemorate a holiday they regarded as honoring Union soldiers. So each state commemorated their war dead with different Confederate decoration days. Several southern states continue the tradition to this day. World War I ushered in the age of modern warfare. America lost over 130,000 soldiers.
Y'all peep these tunnels. Might have to get back to that stuff. That's how them Vietnamese put a whooping on them. They went underground with tunnels. They had the tunnels curved. You know why they had the tunnels curved? They throw a grenade in there. It ain't going straight in there to where the soldiers at. So they built the tunnels with curves. So the soldier throw a grenade in there, he can't get them because the grenade ain't going around the curve. They had the tunnel going down underwater. Look, they had the tunnel going down underwater. So if they shoot some gas up in there, it ain't going past the water. Them Vietnamese were smarter than what they tell you about. Them Saigon's had water, they had tunnels, they had to go underwater. So if they shot some kind of gas in there to try to choke them out, that gas ain't going past that water. Go down, then go up a little bit. That gas ain't going, gas rises. Yeah, a soldier stuck his head in a hole, ha, they got him. Y'all might, hey, I'm just telling you, it's good to pick up on this stuff. That's all.
World War I ushered in the age of modern warfare. America lost over 130,000 soldiers in the global conflict. This shared experience finally bonded America's North and South. When the war ended, May 30th became a day to honor all American soldiers who died in battle as far back as the Revolutionary War. America interred its first unknown soldier in Arlington National Cemetery on Armistice
That's
Day,
enough.
1921.
Doggone, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough, doggone it. There goes some more articles. Yeah, look at this. Let's see what Snoop got going on. I'm gonna go to the mixture. Was true, free black slave residents of Charleston reburied their Union. It was both of them. But anyway, what's false? 1865 event was not the origin of Memorial. Yeah, you know why it wasn't the origin of Memorial Day? Because they renamed it. No, it wasn't Memorial Day because it was called something else. All right. The custom of holding up observances, including the laying of flowers on burial sites and remembrance, honor those who gave their lives in military service. See, you read through the Bible, our folks have been doing that. Honor our dead and the fallen. Let's read the Old Testament. But all right, I'm not saying they were giving flowers, but they had respect for the fallen. Even when Mashiach was buried in the rich man's tomb, notice they brought stuff to, you see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is it ain't nothing new for us. It's like breathing air. But these folks don't respect the dead. They got African heads over there in Europe in their museums. They're digging up Africans over there in Egypt. They digging up dead folks. The doggone Europeans got churches made out of bones. They don't respect the dead. We've covered that here several times. They don't respect the dead. We got a history of that. All right? But anyway, let me see here. The custom of holding observances, including the laying of flowers, burial sites, and remember and honor those who gave their lives in military service, goes back many hundreds, if not thousands of years. Wait a minute. Now, how look. Now, how, I want to know when and where the site at. To remember and honor those who gave their lives in military service, go back hundreds. How? I guess it was the black natives over here respecting the dead. Because it sure wasn't them. So if the Europeans been respecting the dead hundreds of thousands of years, look, in the U.S. Oh, okay. It go back, okay, I misread that. But in the U.S., the custom has long since been formalized in the creation of, in other words, they done colonized and took it over, rebranded it, and named it something else. All right. I'm going to get to this GI Bill and these racist devils. Matter of fact, let me get to it now. What better time than the present? Now, how many of y'all, how many of y'all are aware of the GI Bill? Huh? How many of y'all are aware of the GI Bill? And what the black soldiers didn't get? Huh? Look here. They want to tell you to pull yourself up by the boots. You ain't got no boots. When they set you free from those sugar plantations and everywhere else you was working for free, they didn't give you no boots. They gave you a boot in your butt, but it was stuck to their foot. And then want to talk about we looking for something for free. That's all they do is get free stuff. They just name it something else. Like what they call it, a subsidy. That's free money. That's taxpayer dollars. They just renamed Elon Musk a subsidy. That's free stuff. The government giving them an economic floor. And hey, what about the black farmers that's denied loan money, but they giving it to white farmers? Them black farmers still fighting. All right. Let me play some of this. I ain't gonna play a lot of it.
The government of the United States began to prepare for the returning servicemen with the passage of the GI Bill of Rights. The Screen magazine attempted to explain the general principles of the bill, how an ex-soldier or sailor would be given money to continue his education, how a returning serviceman who was starting his own business would get a financial boost from the government, how money would be advanced to buy property or a home, how employment bureaus and trade schools.
Oh, their money was used to buy property or a home. I said we because I'm not detached from my people. We over there, we've been donating blood. We've been donating blood, voluntary and involuntary. We've been donating blood and they just been pouring it out. Oh, they've been drinking it. They've been drinking our blood. Hold on. This right here describes this right here describes certain people. Revelation 16:6. For they have shed the blood of saints and prophets, and I have given them blood to drink. For they bloodthirsty. If you don't think if you all agree they bloodthirsty, hey, give me a one. Or a fist. If you all agree, if y'all can find that fist emoji. If you all agree they bloodthirsty, let me get that fist emoji. Do like Red Fox, give them fire across their lip. And that's on a good day. Because if they get anything else, it ain't going to be good. 5 across their lips. 5, hey, and some feet and foots and elbows. Yeah. All right, now. All right. Revelation 16:6, for they have, okay, Revelation 17:6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints. Boy, they done got euphoric off our blood. And the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. It's talking about that woman, the church. Okay, think about it. The woman, the church, they conquered the whole earth with a white Jesus that ain't in the Bible, that is the anti-Messiah. So if they don't like the appearance of the Messiah in the Bible, what makes you think they like your black behind? Huh? What makes you think they like your black behind? You can sit there and bow down and yes sir, master, and I'm waiting on my next instruction, and I'm not threatening, and I follow the law, and I fought in the war, and I did this, and I did that. And when they get ready for you, all that don't mean nothing. Your blood means nothing. But there's a side effect of shedding blood. There's a side effect. What is it? Remember, Cain slew Abel, his blood was crying out from the ground. Huh? Look here. Here's one right here. This is the Messiah. That upon you may come all the righteous blood. He's talking about, he's talking about scribes and Pharisees and hypocrites. But yeah, it's a price to pay for shedding blood. Whosoever sheddeth man blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of Yah made he man. But yeah, it's a price for shedding blood. Let me show you. See, it's talking about Abel. Remember, Cain slew Abel. There's going to be a day of a reckoning, and it's on the horizon. Let me see. I forgot what that verse was at. 11:51. Let me see here. From the blood of Abel to the blood of Zacharias, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be required of this generation. It's going to be paid. Okay? Y'all heard the term, get it in blood. Yeah. These wicked folks are about to get it in blood. All right, let me play back this.
Were established for men who wanted to learn new skills. Americans were determined that this time the men who fought for their country would find a place in it when they returned.
Okay, but see, you putting blood, skin in the game, blood on the field, and this is how they repay you, huh? Straight racism. Why? Let me let Muhammad Ali say it. Let me let Muhammad Ali say it.
Negroes don't have. If I'm gonna die, I'll gonna help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm gonna die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. You my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Vietcong's.
Make sure y'all can hear it. I'll make sure y'all can hear it. All right.
I'm not gonna help nobody get something my Negroes don't have. If I'm gonna die, I'll die now, right here fighting you. You my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not Vietcong's, Chinese, Japanese. You my opposer when I want freedom. You my opposer when I want justice. You my opposer when I want equality.
Who is opposing us when we want to be free? Who is standing in our way when we want to be left alone? Who is it that's in our way when we try to provide for our family? Who is it? Who is it? Who took us and put us in them ships and had us doing and put us, devalued us less than cattle? Who done that?
You won't even stand up for me in America for my religious beliefs, and you want me to go somewhere and fight, but you won't even stand up for me here at home.
All right. That's right. What was they going to do? Whoop him? What was they going to do? They were going to whoop him? You say there's a bunch of them. Okay. That's all right. He wasn't scared to die. If he was scared to die, he wouldn't have said it. It just go another thing. Here go your Smithsonian hiding artifacts and stuff. People wondering why they ain't got these kind of bones and this kind of history. Just look behind them, the Smithsonian. All right. After victory in World War II, black veterans continue to fight for freedom at home. Does it make any sense, y'all? Does it make any sense? to go off and fight, but go off and fight somewhere else for something that you ain't got at home? Or does it make more logical sense to get this stuff straight right here? At least. What they ain't so bold as an attack. You see how they run around? They look for older folks, or where they got a great advantage. Like, they can call a whole platoon. They can radio the police. They can call a whole platoon in. Cowards. Attacking old folks, young folks, women. Cowards. That's why. That's why I understand brothers like this. Y'all, who know who this brother is? I don't believe nothing they telling me about my brother. Who know who this brother is? Huh? Who all know who? Y'all read up on this brother. Who all know who that brother is? Now, he went to war with the police department. He ran across some white folks in the woods. How come he didn't kill them white folks in the woods? Huh? He let the white folks go. Because he know what it was. He got tired of the wickedness of the police department, the racism. I know they go slant it and paint him as that's what they do. But why didn't he kill them white folks? They out in the woods, miles away from anybody. Why he let them go? Knowing he let them go, they gonna go tell it where he is. All right? I just want you to think. What about this brother right here? This brother was taking it to them heathens. See, this brother served in the military. And there's certain rules of engagement. You can't go in Iraq and just go shooting everybody like the police do us. He understood that. It's certain rules and certain things in place where they cannot just go in these countries and just shoot indiscriminately and talking about, I fear for my life. But these darn hillbillies and racist white supremacist devils do it all the time and get away. That's why he was shooting at police. And they had to use a robot to take him out. Y'all see the name up there. I don't believe their version of events, because all they do is lie. I don't believe their version of events. I don't. Yeah. Let me keep going. I don't believe their version of events. All they do is lie and dehumanize and criminalize us. That's all they do. Now, this brother got through serving in World War II, come back home, and a racist white supremacist police gouged his eyes out. And you know what? And the police, they still ain't rein their dogs in. Nothing. No laws, no clickety-clack of the handcuffs, no Justice Department, no federal investigation, whether it leads to arrest, no making of the laws, nothing. I can show you what the feds, but I've covered it in a video. The feds helped kill, what was his name? The feds helped kill, what's that brother name? He was a Black Panther. What's that brother name? He was from Chicago, and the feds helped kill him. Fred Hampton. That's who it was. Fred Hampton. I've covered that before. the feds. They assisting the police. Ain't nobody going to jail, but I'm trying not to be threatening. Maybe I could just squeak by. Hey. So if the feds getting down like this, I'm just showing you what's already there. If you scared, you and the Most High work that out. It's been here. This happened before this happened before I was born. Born in 72. I think that's a documentary. But yeah, I'm just showing you what's already here. This happened before I was born. Yeah, yes, Massa. You gonna scare up Massa? What you mean you gonna scare him up? Stir him up? They been stirred up. What y'all talking about? I'm gonna stir them up. What you talking about? At what period and point of time? Now, give me a timeline where they hadn't been mass genociding us. Give me a timeline where they have not been mass genociding us. Give it to me. Give me a timeline from the time this country was incepted to now. Give me a timeline where they have not been mass genociding us. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm not going to wait too long because I'm going to turn into dust. Wait. So I'm going to move on. Let me move right here. And then this video here showed up in my news feed. And then they so-called had a mock trial. That's what I call it. Well, Harry Truman got together and had some stuff going on, and they found the police officer not guilty. That sounds like Zachariah, don't it? Let me see here. Let me see there. Let me see here. Hold on. Right here. All right. Thus says Yahuwah, my Elohim, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them. Who? We are in the possession of who? And hold themselves not guilty. And they shall sail them, and they that sail them, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and they own shepherds. Our own folks don't even pity us. They don't pity us. These boule Negroes and these pork chop pastors, they don't pity us. It don't matter. It ain't just the USA. It's this whole Roman kingdom. These so-called Western nations. It don't matter wherever we are, they right there mass murdering us. Hold themselves not guilty. The damn police get to investigate themselves. Is that not insane? Hey, let me do a crime. I do a crime. Let's just say I put out a hit on a couple folks. And I get to investigate myself. Me and a bunch of other black men put out a hit on a couple folks. And we get to investigate ourselves. Boy, that's the lick, ain't it? Let me get back over here. Now, I'm going to just show some of it. All right.
For the GIs discharged just hours earlier, the wait inside the Greyhound bus terminal was excruciating. They were on the final leg of a journey that had taken them halfway around the world and back. Freedom was so close they could nearly taste it.
That Negro didn't even look happy. Look at that brother right there. And that brother eyes, he don't look, look, just look.
They were on the final leg of a journey that had taken them halfway around the world and back. Freedom was so close they could nearly taste it.
The soldiers that were there, they had to have been jubilant and proud, happy to return home on your soil. So it had to have been just an exciting time for all of them to go home and see their families finally.
On the 8 o'clock Augusta to Columbia coach that night was Sergeant Isaac Woodard, headed home to Winnsboro, South Carolina to see his wife for the first time in several years. Woodard was still in uniform, carrying a battle star for bravery under fire and the final.
Now, when the police poked this man's eyes out, he was still in uniform. Now, let me fast forward to this right quick. And I know for some of y'all get started, I know all about this. I know all about this. When I see these folks in these sororities and stuff, yeah, I just watch them. I just keep watching. But I still, oh, y'all can't see that. I just keep watching them. He one of the main reasons why I don't watch football right now. Because of him, I learned about that third stanza in the national anthem talking about killing black folk. That what great disrespect to have us singing a national anthem to a country that don't love us, don't appreciate our sacrifices, and then singing a song that's talking about killing our ancestors. But you're supposed to sing a song and put your hand over your heart and pledge allegiance to genocide. I'm about to have a big one up in here. All right. Talking about you disrespecting the flag. You disrespecting the flag. Let me show you some hypocrisy. What you ain't supposed to do to a flag. Okay, this is Cornell Law School. All right. For U.S. Code, Statute 8, respect for flag. But we ain't even got respect. A darn cloth that wears out and splits in half and fades got a statue for protection. But us, we don't have a statue for protection. Damn your flag. No disrespect shall be shown to the flag of the United States of America. Flag should not be dipped to any person or thing. Regimental color, state flags, or organization or institutional flag are to be dipped or mark of honor. You ain't even supposed to take that flag and put a blue line on it. You ain't even supposed to do this. You're not supposed to make a garment out of it. Read that statute. You're not even supposed to do this. These folks are hypocrites. Okay, you're not supposed to make a garment out of it. You're not supposed to make none of that. They don't respect their own flag. See that? The flag should never be, they act like this, I guess it is their God. Look at that. They want the flag always up and free. But Negroes can't get free. Oh, y'all can't see that. We can't get free. Boy, I tell you, boy, if we keep falling for this stuff, if we keep falling for this stuff, I guess maybe that's why they think we slow. No, we just are a peaceful people. It takes a while for us to get started, but when you get us started, doggone it, don't think you're going to just shut us off. It don't work like that, because we've been slowly building up pressure. Like that tea kettle, just building up pressure. Been building up pressure. You study turning up the heat. You turning up the heat. We ain't turning the heat up. Y'all turning up the heat. Study messing with us. Won't leave us alone. We try to get away from it. Here y'all come. Study turning the heat up. All right? Look here. The flag should never be used as wearing apparel. Okay. Let me show y'all this. Do I need to say anything? I just read you the law. The rule. I just read you the law. But anyway, let me see here. Let me get back over here. I done read enough of this. I've seen now this is rare to me. I'm gonna show it. It's rare. Now, this ain't biblical either way you look at it. I've seen flagpoles in church parking lots with this flag over their so-called Christian flag, which ain't biblical. White folks got together and voted what the flag was going to be. Notice the colors: red, white, and blue. You can believe Negroes didn't have no say-so, or little or no say-so. But I've seen more often than not just one church, several churches, with this flag on top of this one. This supposed to represent so-called, their faith. But all right, let me get back on track. Oh, y'all can't see that. Hold on. Y'all can't see that. This is what I'm talking about. I've seen the U.S. flag on top and the so-called Christian flag on the bottom. I posted this one because this is the first time I ever seen it like this. Not gold dust. But anyway, that's what I was trying to show y'all. Let me close some of these tabs out. Let me see where I'm going to go next.
Paycheck from the U.S. Army in the extraordinary sum of $695. Enough to start the kind of life he hadn't dared dream of before the war. Like the other 900,000 African-American soldiers returning home from duty, Isaac Woodard had come to see
900,000. 900, at least 900,000. Coming back home after donating blood. Coming back home to getting their eyes gouged out. Coming back home to getting lynched in their military uniform. Huh? Coming back home to that. Coming back home to that abuse. Okay? I just want y'all to miss that.
Army in the extraordinary sum of $695. Enough to start the kind of life he hadn't dared dream of before the war. Like the other 900,000 African-American soldiers returning home from duty, Isaac Woodard had come to see this bright new future as his due.
African Americans had fought in all of the major wars in American history, and there's always been this theme of if we fight and we show our loyalty, then we are going to advance and be recognized as more equal citizens. And that dream had always been frustrated. But World War II was actually quite different from past wars for African Americans because it was a special kind of war.
This war, this particular war, crystallizes around the idea of this fight against fascism. And that means that it is a fight against inequality, of suppressing groups of people because of their race.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all saw Hitler, didn't you? Black folks over there helping Massa. And I'm not denigrating my folks. Remember, I told y'all when I got out of prison, I tried to join every branch. But I had a nonviolent charge, but they had just changed the law. Most how they didn't want me fooling with them. I'd probably been more corrupt.
Equal citizens. And that's because it was a special kind of war.
Nah, y'all, I want y'all to peep the plot. They was over there fighting Hitler.
Quite different from past. African Americans had fought in all of the major wars in American history, and there's always been this theme of if we fight and we show our loyalty, then we are going to advance and be recognized as.
That is a lie. We done fought in every war this country ever had. They tell us to go off to ourselves, and we make it pop, and they go to bombing. You know, and they go to burning and tearing down the town. They doing coups. This is what they do. It don't matter. Your blood ain't your blood is it ain't enough. They want your life too.
More equal citizens, and that dream had always been frustrated.
Okay, there go Hitler right there. All right, now this is from Time magazine or Time. Are we not American soldiers? No, you're not. How do I know that you are not American soldiers? They don't treat you like American soldiers. You don't get the rewards and benefits and the perks of being an American soldier. That tells you all you need to know. When the U.S. military treated German prisoners of war better than black troops. Y'all can read that yourself. Y'all can read that yourself. Negroes, you still get back there in the back. Get in the back, nigga. Back there in the back. We gonna eat up here with our German brothers. Back in the back of the train. Yeah, they the same, folks. English is a Germanic language. English is a Germanic language. Yeah, let me show you that. Come back to that. Let me see here. Now, these are U.S. military facilities with a swastika shape. Now, this is not a fluke. It is not a coincidence. Before you draw any building, you got to do the blueprint. So when they lay that blueprint down on the table and you see the top view of it, you gonna see a swastika. This ain't no doggone accident. Stop donating. We need your blood. We appreciate it. Stop donating your blood to these heathens. Now, if you got to do what you got to do, you bring that intel back over here. That's what they do. That's what the hillbillies do. The hillbillies know what to do with what they learned in the military. They take it to these white supremacist hate groups and try to practice killing us. That's what the heathens do. The hillbillies know what to do with what they learned. They'll tolerate a few Negroes to get that information, to get them war tactics and strategies, and bring it right on back to the clan. Bring it right on back to the skinheads. Bring it right on back to the Aryan nations. That's what they do with it. What black folks doing with it? Huh? You get a few here and there. Understand what I'm saying? You'll get a few here and there. Hey, you risking your life for them, doggone it. Hey, think about it. So, you see so much value in America. I'm not mocking my folks. I'm laughing because I used to see so much value in America that you leave your family, put your family on hold, go over here in a war, risk your life, no guarantee of coming back, only to come back over here and get killed, get disrespected, get lynched in your military uniform, get taken from your family over here. But you don't have enough value in your own people to risk your life to save us, to help us, to protect us. You ain't got to do nothing. But it's some stuff you can do without worrying about going to. It's some stuff you can do. If it ain't nothing but teaching your own little ones how to maneuver through these white supremacist devils, do that. A lot of us is unaware of the battlefield that we own. A lot of us is ignorant. Because if we was aware, why would you go off with a bunch of white folks and don't come back? Story after story after story after story. Black person go off with a bunch of white folks and something miraculously happened to the black person. All of a sudden, the black person lost their mind and they had to kill him. Now, y'all familiar with Operation Paperclip? How many of y'all know what Operation Paperclip is? Let me get a 1 if you know what Operation Paperclip is, and a 0 if you don't know what Operation Paperclip is. Doggone matter of fact, George H.W. Bush Operation Paperclip is where they took them German scientists. Let me just read it. Hold on, let me write this first. As y'all. Look. They had a connection in Germany. This is George Bush. Abu Farben, one of them German drug companies. Y'all gonna do a little bit more. I don't know what this website is, but yeah, they connected to Germans. You had a president over here. Now you understand how George Bush over the CIA, the cocaine import agency, got together and flooded all the black neighborhoods with crack and cocaine. George Bush and the CIA. I've covered that. It's common knowledge. Nobody going to jail. Ain't no laws being. Only laws being made is to broaden the net to lock us up. I think it was Abu Farben. Hold on. This been so many years ago, I have to refresh myself. I ain't got time to go over it. Y'all just look at it. Yeah. George Bush got ties to Germany. America got ties to Germany. So what's new? What's new? America got ties to Germany. All right, now back to Operation Paperclip. Let me see what the history is going to say. This controversial top secret U.S. intelligence program brought Nazi German scientists to America to harness their brain power for Cold War initiative. See, either you're an enemy or you're not. Just because they're fighting today don't mean they won't get together and kill your black tail tomorrow. The Civil War, they were fighting, and they still get together and kill black folk, right? Don't they? Huh? They don't think nothing about the Confederate flag, a flag of treason. They don't see them as the enemy, a flag of treason. They was killing each other, and they still agree on the Negro must die. Okay. The Europeans were fighting and killing each other. They were killing the Germans, and the Germans were killing them. But the Negro still had to get in the back of the train. He had to eat like he was a dog out back somewhere. Yeah, they just took them from Germany and put them to work over here. I got some more for you. Y'all can look this up. Y'all could that's all right. Y'all see what it is. Y'all see what it is. Let me shorten this video. I've already been an hour. Look here. Look here. How much money Biden, I should say we, because they taking money from me involuntary to give it to the Nazis. How much money Biden sending over there? Huh? Now, look, I was driving a couple of days ago, and I saw these symbols on a motorcycle. I knew exactly what it was. Y'all see, some of y'all, I might have to do a video on these white supremacist symbols. I knew exactly what it was. It was two guys on a motorcycle, and they had them SS boats. It wasn't this one, but it was the SS boats. Let me show it to you. Nazis. Hold on. That's what he had on his motorcycle. Y'all start learning this stuff. Them German, them German Nazis. That's German. I might have to do a video on that. But yeah. And these folks, I'm telling y'all, these folks is all around. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? You got the hillbillies, and you got the northern hillbillies, and you got they importing them. So what difference does it make? Huh? So some of y'all look at this. Ooh, they got a bunch of them immigrate. They already been here. Let me. Oh, y'all can't see that. Hold on. Look. How I know that they always been here? How I know they always been? Because of this right here. Because of this. Look at all them white folks. Look. This how I know they always been here. Give me a time period where they haven't been trying to kill us. They hadn't been mass genocide. Give me a time period. So, their numbers is getting low. They just replenishing their ranks. Nope, not paying y'all anything. Nope, not subscribing. Nope. Let me see here. Look at that. Can anybody spot the ally in that picture? Can anybody pick out somebody that ain't trying to harm us in that picture? Can anybody pick them out? Where they kids at? Huh? It's hard for me to pick out the friend from all the foes. They camouflage. I can't tell them apart. Let me keep going. All right. Don't forget this. Them folks over yonder they speak a German, them German Jews. That's an oxymoron, ain't it? Look, they're not speaking Hebrew. A West Germanic language historically spoken by Nazis. They just use letters from the Hebrew alphabet. Okay? I think I done carried on enough. You know, I've covered this video. Y'all remember the little bitty dude that took it to them devils? Let me see, make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. I think I spoken my piece. Thinking about putting my notes together, do something else. What y'all think? But anyway, now, some of y'all say, see, you got to know your Bible. Gideon didn't think he was a warrior. If it ain't for you, it's not for you. Okay? But if you're the man of the house, it's your job to take care of that house. Man, it's you. Your life's supposed to be up. You ain't supposed to be ducking behind their wife and kids. Let me give you a Bible verse. Supposed to be ducking behind the kids now. You know, right here. Matthew 12:29. All right. He's talking about spiritual, and it's spiritual and natural too. But this right here is natural. Watch this. And if Satan, they call the Messiah, say he was casting out Satan because he was Satan, which doesn't make any sense. And this is what the Messiah said. If Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Therefore, they shall be your judges. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of Yah, then the kingdom of Yah is come unto you. Or else how can one enter a strong man's house and take his house and spoil his good, robbing blind, except first you got to take care of that strong man. Then you can rob him blind. Then you can take over his house. You got to take care of the strong man. Let the weak say, I am strong. Let me show it to y'all. Where is it at? Maybe I'll Google it to get it. Let me Google it. How about that? How about that? Joel 3. Okay. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Prepare for war. That's what they're saying. Look at it. They taking a farming instrument and making a weapon out of it. Huh? They taking another harvesting tool and making a weapon out of it. They're preparing. Why are they preparing? Because they are not oblivious as to what's going on around them. They know it's danger around them, so they are preparing for what may come. You ain't got to go looking for it. Ain't nobody saying that. You ain't got to go looking for nothing. You ain't got to go looking for nothing. They've been consistently bringing it to us. No matter where we are, where we go, what we do, or how peaceable we try to be, they always bring it to us. So you take whatever you got and weaponize it. Weaponize it. Nobody knows your house better than you. Huh? Yeah, learn to weaponize stuff. I'm gonna share this. Has anybody ever been around hogweed? Now, in the chat, if anybody ever played with hogweed, I didn't know what it was. I used to play with this stuff. Y'all can't see that. Anybody, give me a 1 in the chat if y'all used to play with hogweed or you ever been around it. I used to play with it. Maybe I'm immune to it. I don't know. I never got burnt, but it burns them. You take you a little bit of it and boil it, and maybe make you a emergency sprinkler system. They come running up in your yard, make you a sprinkler system out of hogweed sap or something. You're gonna have to experiment and make sure it don't clog up your sprinkler system. Learn and see if you can aerosolize it. They come running up in your yard. You can get you a timer. Nowadays you can turn your sprinkler on with your phone. I'm just saying, weaponize stuff. Turn that pruning hook into a sword. I used to play. All of us used to play. All the boys we used to play. We used to get the stalks and try to make arrows out of it and stuff. That stuff didn't bother me. Now, if you ain't familiar with it, I'm not telling you to go out here. I'm just, it might burn you. But I didn't get burnt fooling with this stuff. I didn't even know what it was. I'm like, man, this flower sure is tall. You ain't got to just get you some gloves and try to make you a doggone sap. They come up in your yard. Just only use that, just turn the sprinkler on all of a sudden. It might take a while. It might take a while. You understand what I'm saying? Or better yet, here's something else you can do. Fix your system to where you have to be careful with the lines of things when dealing with flammables. Fix your yard where it'll sprinkle out flammable stuff. They come up in there and they get sprayed with kerosene or something. You have to know what you're doing because certain stuff like that will eat through your hoses. You have to use special hoses. You can use air pressure and a certain kind of rubber hose. Yeah, stuff can be done. I'm just telling you, stuff can be done. I understand. Somebody good with mechanics. But nevertheless, they come up in there with all that bad gear on, getting whooped with some simple technology, with some simple strategies. Yeah, it didn't burn me. But hey, it might. I don't know. I don't know if melanin protects your skin from that. I don't know. All I know is I was ignorant, and we used to pick this stuff up and play with it. It didn't burn me. I didn't come out looking like that. I didn't even know what it was. I was watching Sister Lisa video. I said, hogweed. I said, we used to play with this stuff. Yeah. Anyway. All right, family. Shalom. Thinking about coming back. I don't know. I'm not making no promises. Y'all probably think I'm crazy, but hey. We ain't got a whole lot of money, but we got nature. We got the Most High. See. Yeah. Stuff can be done. Y'all watch these Rambo movies for entertainment. Y'all watch that stuff just for entertainment. Or you trying to learn something? Y'all watching, especially you men folk. Y'all watch these these history wars. Y'all just be watching it just to be watching? Huh? Y'all watch these stuff just to be watching it. Or y'all trying to learn something. You can turn anything into a weapon. I seen a guy make a doggone knife out of the doggone soda can. And that son gonna slice you and kill you graveyard dead. A soda can. A piece of a fence. Made a shank out of it. All right, family. That's right. The Most High, what he said? He teach my hands to make war. Why? We got to learn it. If they leave us alone, they all right. I promise you, I'm not going out here looking for nobody. Look like going out here looking for somebody. What I look like going out here looking for trouble? I get out the will of the Most High doing that. Trying to share my screen. Hold on. All right, there it is. He teaches my hand to war so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arm. Who teaching? The Bible said there's a point in time where we won't have to learn war no more. We ain't there yet. I showed it to you earlier. All right. Shalom, family. Love y'all. And y'all take care. Keep your eyes open. Hold on, family. On this Memorial Day.
Ready? I wrote this when I was 19 years old. Ready? I'm 51 now, by the way. Oh, say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile? On you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands. But you'll die in this place, and your memory reigns. Oh, say, does this truth hold This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
On to the truth, me and all my troops. No time for a truce. There's only